So I just wanted to talk to you, everybody, about the great meal I had yesterday, and also tonight we had leftovers of the same thing, the crabs. And this is what the crab looks like when it is not cooked yet. It turns brown when it gets cooked. This is maybe a smaller kind of crab, so it's different. You have the face on the crab. It's important to know where the face is and where the face is not. You have the spider things. These are the feet. And then you have the clamper things right here. They clamp. And Rosie says you stay away from those because they're pinch. They pinch you really, really hard and stuff. So that's what the crab looks like. And then you pull the legs off. I had to have Rosie help me pull my legs off. She's been doing it pretty good. And there's meat in the legs. I didn't know the crabs had. I knew there was crab meat, but I didn't know it actually came from the crab. So that's pretty good. You learn something new every day. So yeah, still has more crabs. You know, she's got Rosie has a lot of crabs. So when they catch the crabs, they have a net that they use, and they put the net down, and then the net catches the crab, and the crab cannot get out of the net. It is like trying to use the clampers, and it won't work, so it gets caught, and it gets all tangled up. And it cannot go anywhere when it is in the net. As you can see, I can even put it in the net. The legs, the feet is sticking out, and then the clampers get through there, and they get all wrapped up, and they can't get out. And then when it comes time to get them, I can't even get out myself. And then they pull up the nets. They have all these people on the boats, and they pull up the net, and they have all the fish and the lobsters in the net. And yeah, so that's pretty good. And that is what a lobster. That's not a lobster. That's a crab. That is what the crab looks like. And when you crack their shell, you use like one of these mallets, and you cook them, you crack on these shells, and then you also use these nut crackers for on like the grabbers and stuff. You crack them open, and then there's meat inside. It's like a buried treasure and stuff. And then you pull the legs off, and the legs have the meat, and then there's meat in here, and there's some part you're not really supposed to eat because it is something of the crab that is not good for you to eat. I don't remember if it is on the face or on the butt. It is somewhere on the crab. I don't know to remember where it is. But that is good. Crabs grow everywhere in the water. I've seen them on land walking or on TV. I've never really seen any crabs when we've been out shooting. Yeah, it was really good cranberry and the ginger ale. And this is a crab here, and this is what it looks like with the feet. And this one, I think it is a girl crab because it has like painted fingernails, and the toenails are like painted and stuff. So I guess that's it is probably a lady crab. I don't know. This one, they all look like lady crabs. All of them. They have the painting on the toenails and stuff. Maybe they're trans crabs. I do not know. I don't know about this stuff. But I do know that they go in the net. Did I tell you they go in the net and they get caught in the big net? If it was me, I would just use a bucket. I would lower a bucket down in the water and put crab cakes in there, because I think that's what the crabs like to eat, is the crab cakes. And then you just raise up the bucket, and then you pull it out. Wait, oh, this is not the good bucket for that. This is my bucket. Oh, I forgot to line it again. So that's my bucket right there. And if you want to contribute to the rebuild, you can do that through the PayPal and the Super Chats. And in the exclusive Facebook group I put together. And yeah, we're going to do a lot of stuff. I talked to Mr. Bob Wells, and he knows that I am a true Arcerian king. And he also knows that I am good at building on the van. And I'm a better supervisor. I tell Rosie what I want done, and she does it for me. So I tell her, we're going to do this, and she gets on top of things. Because I am the safety manager, because we talked about that last time. She does not have any type of situational awareness. So I am the safety manager of the build. When everything got taken out, we started with the jackknife sofa. And I still have that jackknife sofa available if you want it. You can go look it up on the Craigslist, and I have it for sale still, and you can buy that. It is very good shape and very comfortable. Velour, the Flex Steel Dynamite foldable Titanic type couch. It is very good, very comfortable for sleeping, and I've been sleeping on it temporarily, off and on, but it's pretty good. I'm going to get the better mattress. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the regular mattress or the waterbed. There's a lot of things that we need to decide what we're still going to do. First thing we got to work on is getting all the water into the tank where the tank is going to be moved. And then there's more wood stuff we got to do. And then we got to do electrical type stuff. And make sure the electrical is where it needs to be and not hanging out of the van, because that is not a good build when you have stuff hanging down. We are going to put in new cabinets, probably some Corinthian leather for the dinette chairs. I am looking to get somebody that will work for free or possibly pay me for the privilege of making new upholstery in the van. And I will let them be sponsored so they can say that they did this, and I will let them take the pictures so they can advertise and in exchange for me using their product. I am looking at some nice marble, perhaps granite countertops. We haven't really got there yet. We have much more to do, but we want to get the building done before it gets too much colder, because then Rosie cannot wear her shorts like she likes to wear, so she has to wear like sweatpants and stuff. So yeah, I know she feels more comfortable when she is wearing the tennis shoes with no socks and the Daisy Duke type shorts. But being situationally aware that I have appointed myself to as the safety manager, and I am afraid that she is going to get cold if it gets any colder. So I am trying to tell her to hurry up and work faster and get things done, so she can get it done before it gets too cold. Because if it gets too cold, then we got to start all over again, and nobody has time for that. But the rig is coming through pretty good. We got some more wood stuff we got to do. I think I'm going to put some sliding track stuff in by the captain's chairs, so I can have a bit of privacy. And I think I'm going to. I haven't decided on the waterbed or a regular type mattress. I've been looking at some leaf coil over type spring mattress, and it looks pretty complicated how they make it, and I think I'll get the good sleep. People said I should get the waterbed, so it really depends on how much taxes that you guys will give to me. I may do both. I may do like a half waterbed and half a spring, or I will do the spring for like the bottom and then put the waterbed as a top spring, or maybe like a mattress topper made with like a real thin bladder made out of sandwich baggies. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. as far as a mattress goes. I'm really more concerned with Rosie and the speed at which she is working, and trying to make her more situationally aware of the situation at hand. So I'm gonna have some more cranberry. That is good this time of the year, and cranberries they grow in a big lake like a pond. It's called a bog, and the cranberries grow. And then sometimes you have to watch out when you're picking the cranberries that the crabs don't come and use their clampers on your feet. But I know the crabs are in the water with the cranberries, so they get together, and that is why maybe that is why they are red, because the cranberry is red and the crabs are red before you cook them. Maybe it's because they eat the cranberries. So I guess maybe they put the cranberries and then they put the net and then they pull up the crabs with the cranberries. I do not know. They both start with the letter C, and C is for cookie and crab and cranberry. But the rig is coming along pretty good. I talked to Bob Wells, and he was happy to talk to me, and everything was pretty good. So we've got a lot more work to do on the rig. We've got some finished cabinetry to do after everything else is done. I want to put in the new stove. I was thinking about maybe building an island in the middle of it, so I could have like a hot plate with flames, kind of like the Benahana chefs at the places that Rosie likes to eat at. And so I don't know. Maybe I will build the dinette and then have chairs going all around an island in the middle of the rig. And then we'll have like a thing where we can cook in the middle of the rig. That would be pretty good. And then after everything is all said and done, we will do the flooring. We have a lot of options with the flooring. We've got the parquet, not the butter type flooring. We got the, I cannot believe it's not the butter flooring, as well as the fine Corinthian tile mines from the mines of Lithuania. So it is a lot of things to really decide whether we want to use Lebanon cedar or oaks for the type of paneling we want to put in there and the things we got to lay down. And speaking of all the things we had to lay down, I am getting tired and I am ready to lay down myself. And I will put these crabs away. We're going to have more crabs tomorrow, so we'll have some crabs and that will be good and stuff. So I am going to finish the rest of this and I will bore you with more details about the Van Rig tomorrow.